Kyle Kiehart with us. We're talking Lakeland girls basketball. Coach, let's talk about this season and the positives and what's going well for you, and still some things to work on as those playoffs, will be here before you know it in a few weeks.
Yeah, so we have a pretty young team. We have a mix between junior and freshman girls. So we knew coming into the season that we might take some lumps and it might take some time to develop. So where we're at right now in the season is our girls are really starting to figure it out. They're starting to mesh together, coming through with the first 10 games of the season. Now they're starting to hit shots, they're starting to play together, they're starting to get in a little bit of rhythm. And we knew it would take some time, but I think we're trending in the right direction as the season's ending.
Lakeland, when you think of Lakeland, you think of girls. Usually, you're thinking track and field, you're thinking softball,
Yep.
Two strong sports there.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily that you have to say, okay, our school's a basketball school, but let's just talk about getting these girls on the page of, hey, we're going to go out there, we're going to compete as a basketball team, and we're going to represent the Lakeland Lady Chiefs.
Right, and that's something we try to tell our girls before the season. We have a banner in our gym, and it's empty with conference championships and district championships. So every year we're trying to tell the younger girls in junior high and our varsity group, hey, this is something that we want to accomplish with the years coming up. And I think with the group of girls we have now, with the freshmen coming up and the juniors, when they are seniors and sophomores, I think that's something that we're trying to achieve.
Let's talk about being positive. There's an element of you got to be positive, and there's an element of you got to get after them a little bit like anything in life, whether it's your own kids or if it's
Right.
in a sport. So talk about having that balance and how you approach that.
Yeah, I think that was a tough thing coming in because with a group of freshmen and juniors, it's really two different classes when it comes to basketball court. The juniors have been there before, they've played in those games, and the freshmen are coming in, and unfortunately for them, they get to come in and play varsity right away. And with that, there's a lot of mistakes they're going to make. There's a lot of learning that they have to do on the fly because with our team, we're only at 9 players deep, so it's hard. There's not a lot of depth on the bench, and they have to learn to play through mistakes. So I think there's a time and place where at practice, some days we're hard on them, and some days we realize that they're going to make these mistakes. And I think as a coaching staff, that's something we worked on.
We all have put in a little bit of that coaching as, in the parent level, but let's talk about your influences, whether, it's a parent, guardian, a coach, an educator. Yeah. Who are some of those people that you're taking a little bit from and saying, hey, this is who I am and what I'm going to try to do?
Yeah, I'm a huge sports fan. I watch football, basketball, baseball, everything. And I think some of my biggest role models in basketball are coaches that I've had in the past. So, players that still play the game today. One of my favorite players is Kobe Bryant. So he's someone that I look into and look for practice techniques. And then for the girls side of basketball, I'm a big UConn girls fan. So watching Gino Ariema, watching his plays, watching how he practices, that's all things that we try to incorporate in our practices.
You talk about the growth. Where do you feel like you were and, getting ready, the season started, maybe some open gyms, October, until now. Here we are in February. We're getting ready. We're trying to put together a couple big wins.
Yeah, and I think that was our biggest thing. A lot of our athletes at our school, since we're a smaller school, play a bunch of sports. So getting them early on in the gym was important. We had girls coming in and out throughout the summer. But I think as we got into the season to where we are now, from game one till now, our team has improved immensely, and I think that's a big plus for our program.
If you're to get over the hump and maybe win one of those games that maybe people are saying, oh, they can't beat that team, is there something you think you still need to do over the next few weeks?
I think we're where we need to be. I think just the one thing that I want to compliment our team with was early on we lost a couple of games by 1 point. And lately, we won a couple games by 1 point. So I think a big positive for our team is that we learned from that in the beginning of the season until now, made the adjustments, and I think that's something we could do to overcome a big win.
Well, it's great to catch up with you, and hey, let's hope this season gets extended a little bit.
Yep, thank you.